And back here on the Wednesday morning edition, Cooper Company Live. I don't wear socks, you don't wear shoes.
There you go. It's correct.
So but you both wear makeup.
So you are with the King and I.
No, I am.
You are the King and I. Well, I'm Jamie and I. So you know, it's interesting. You don't have any shoes on yesterday. I got a pedicure yesterday. You guys ever had one?
Dusty, we're taking you next time we go.
Wait a minute. You've never had a pedicure?
It's not done in Siam.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Well, you're playing the part all the yeah. Well,
I've never had a
take my
pedicure
shoes
even
off
in Alabama, though.
So tell us about what's going on over in Decatur with this production.
Well, Bank Street Players, which is newly formed, they were disbanded a few years ago. They were reformed last spring, and this is the finale of their inaugural season. And we're doing the musical Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I. Everyone's probably familiar with the story.
All right.
It'll be at the Princess Theater, April 4th, 5th, and 6th, 7:30 in the evening, with a 2 o'clock matinee Saturday on the 6th. I play the King.
No, so you're the star of the show.
Actually, you know, the show was originally written for Gertrude Lawrence. It was written for Anna, the I.
Right.
Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote the play for her specifically, and they just needed a king. And the story goes is they went out and got advertised around, and this fellow named Yul Brynner showed up, sat down on the stage, did a Buddha position, took an out-of-tune guitar and started, he was just wailing away, and they said, well, this fellow's it. And naturally, I believe it's pretty obvious that most people now remember Yul Brynner more than anything else. And haven't forgotten Gertrude Lawrence. She was a delightful actress, but don't remember her in the same regard. So yes, he steals the show, and I stole it and became quite the iconic figure for it. So I will agree with you that I'm the star of the show if you insist.
Well, they had a thing this week. They must be doing the play in New York right now too, because they were on the Today Show last week doing a scene. They had the people doing The King and I.
I did not know there was a revival.
Yeah, so they had that on. They had the outfits on, and they sang a song and everything like that.
Well, now there you go. That's one of the things about the show that people probably should know and probably do recall. The costumes are really just amazing. They're elaborate, colorful. There is a famous ballet that takes place in the second act, which is based upon the small house of Uncle Thomas, which is the cabin. Uncle Tom's Cabin, written by American woman Harriet Beecher Stowe, and this elaborate ballet takes place. It's quite integral to the play.
How long is the play?
The play will last. We'll clock it in at 2 hours and maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's not terribly long.
When will it be?
It'll when?
When?
Okay, April 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Okay.
Very important. Which is a week from Thursday. Okay. It'll open Thursday night, 7:30. And then a 2 o'clock matinee on the 2nd, 2 o'clock on the 6th, and at the Princess.
Now, do you do all the live numbers, you're singing and everything yourself?
Yes. As a matter of fact, the King only has one solo, I'm sorry to say. But he does have the one song. It's called The Puzzlement. And surely you're not going to ask me to sing it.
Come on.
Well, what do you do when you're not training to be the king?
Oh, you mean my real job?
Your real job. Your
real life.
I'm not sure they want me to admit this right now, but I've worked for Intergraph for 35 years, and
minus eyeliner.
Now, do you wear makeup to work?
I will today.
The reason I asked that, I just read an article the other day talking about men. Now I wear CoverGirl every day. You know, it keeps the shine off. Some preachers do. I'm trying to get them more in tune to letting less shine off. Put a little on that. When you're on camera, you know, it's shine. So I wear a little. You know, all the TV anchors wear pancake makeup stuff.
Oh,
now there's a thing out that says, what if guys wore more eyeliner, which you have on today?
I have today, yes. That's, I don't know where to look, but there it is.
Yeah, right here. So I'm thinking about going that route. Is that difficult to put on?
Well, now you're going to have to judge for yourself. This morning, I was the only one around. This is a rather early hour, and I did this myself. So, and by the way, it's not just the eyeliner. There's also highlight that goes on the lids, right? And then the eyebrows. That's
on your cheeks.
And I'm naturally darker right now, so I didn't have to do a base. But yeah, you're asking the wrong person for the general public, because as an actor, I typically apply my own makeup anyway, and I have for 25 years. So I know in the small things. I am not an expert.
I'm by far an expert.
Certainly most ladies
What
are.
you've been in acting for 25 years. What is it about acting that you enjoy so much? Because I know every actor I've ever met, they're all into their parts, man. I mean, they're into it.
They are, and I'll tell you this, I'm into this play because this character, King Fra Mamungut, is his actual name, not just the king.
Would you like to repeat that?
Fra Mamungut.
I got you, Earl.
By the blessing of the highest super agency in the world, the sovereign of Siam. And it's a tremendously wonderful story. Yeah, and you do get into the role. Right. This is set in, by the way, around 1863. It's in the time of the American Civil War. And he is trying to bring Siam out of a very ancient kind of old way and into the modern world. So he hires Anna Leonowens to come from England and to teach his royal children, of which he has, at the beginning of the play, 67. And by the end of the play, of approximately 80. So he's moving along.
So he got it right.
He has a lot of wives, too.
Yeah.
And
he didn't pay a lot of child support either, like the rest of them.
He wants to teach them how to be in the modern world. And he fails, ultimately, because...
All the wives.
Well, no. there you go. I hadn't thought about that. He fails.
He must have been taking Roy's products to stay so vibrant.
He can't fully escape his own culture. But it is true that his son, Chulalongkorn, Crown Prince, did bring Siam into the modern world, and basically because what he did to educate.
I told y'all this was an educational program. All right, starting a week from tomorrow at the Princess Theater, y'all going to do 3 performances and a matinee?
That's correct.
All right, well, thanks for coming up early this morning, getting all dolled up for us and everything. You'll be a hit at work today.
Yeah. Will you wear
Undoubtedly.
shoes?
Pardon me?
You'll have to put your shoes on for work.
It is 27 or so.
Be careful today, though. You know, Supreme Court's going to rule on that gay marriage thing today, so you might want to watch where you go with all that makeup on.
I mentioned I have 67 wives, so I think that stakes out my position.
Good to see you, King.
That'll do it.
All right, we'll take a break, come right back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.